Hi, I'm Rudy and I'm second year college student taking course of Hospitality Management in STI Carmona. So for today, I'm going to present about climate change. So before I start, let me know you what is climate change. Climate change, also called global warming, refers to the rise in average surface temperatures on Earth. An overwhelming scientific consensus maintains that climate change is due primarily to the human use of fossil fuels, which release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the air. The gases trap heat within the atmosphere, which can have a range of effects on ecosystems, including rising sea levels, severe weather events, and droughts that render landscape more susceptible to wildfires. So I want to show you some video about climate change.
The Earth's climate is complex and has always changed over long periods, but there is now a scientific consensus that the climate system is being disrupted rapidly as a result of human actions. According to a significant majority of scientific experts in the field of climatology, disruptive climate change is being caused principally by those human activities that currently depend upon energy derived from the burning of fossil fuels like coal, gas and oil. These activities have resulted in a growing concentration of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, which over time is likely to make weather patterns increasingly irregular and unpredictable. Causes of climate change. Global warming. One of the most popular reasons for the climate change. Global warming is the slow increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere because an increased amount of the heat striking the Earth from the sun is being trapped in the atmosphere and not radiated out into space. Second one is the greenhouse effect, a process that occurs when gases in Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat. This process makes Earth much warmer than it would be without an atmosphere. The most common and most talked about greenhouse gases is CO2, or carbon dioxide. Methane, another important greenhouse gases, for example, is 28 to 36 times as warming as CO2 when in the upper atmosphere. Therefore, 1 ton of methane equals 28 to 36 tons CO2 or CO2 equivalents. Other causes of climate change are fossil fuels, deforesting, decreasing groundwater level and use of plastics. Effects of climate change. Global climate change has already had observable effects on the environment. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier, plant and animal ranges have shifted, and trees are flowering sooner. Effects that scientists had predicted in the past would result from global climate change are now occurring. Loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise and longer, more intense heat waves. Scientists have high confidence that global temperatures will continue to rise for decades to come, largely due to greenhouse gases produced by human activities. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, which includes more than 1,300 scientists from the United States and other countries, forecasts a temperature rise of 2.5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit over the next century. Extreme weather events. One of the most visible consequences of a warming world is an increase in the intensity and frequency.
The primary cause of climate change is the burning of fossil fuels such as oil and coal, which emit greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Primarily carbon dioxide, other human activities such as agriculture and deforestation also contribute to the proliferation of greenhouse gases that cause climate change. There are many human activities that cause global warming. Some of them are the usage of hot water, old light bulbs, burning fossil fuels, wasting electricity, using excessive automobiles, deforestation, and many more. Effects of climate change on human and animal health. Human health is vulnerable to climate change. The changing environment is expected to cause more heat stress, an increase in waterborne disease, poor air quality, and disease transmitted by insects and rodents. The direct effects of climate change may be due primarily to increased temperature and frequency and intensity of heat waves. Ways to prevent global warming. There are many changes we can bring about in our life, both big and small, to prevent global warming and save our planet. Firstly, we must stop deforestation in all forms. Do not cut down more trees as it will only worsen the level of carbon dioxide in the air. Instead, encourage people to plant even more trees to create a fine balance in nature. The higher the energy used, the more the carbon dioxide produced. Do not waste electricity as it requires the burning of fossil fuels. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere increase rapidly and contribute to global warming.